afraid everything will change. You and I jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me.
Hello, hello, hello. John, go ahead and grab the link, son. I put it down there for you. I thought I did. Yeah, I did. How is everybody? Hello, Charlie K. I haven't seen you in a while. Are you okay? Janny Roll. May, how are you? Hello, Stitching. Shamila. Nano for life. Hey guys, glad to see you guys here. We're just waiting on Mr. John Davis to jump up here. German Shepherd Mom, Selena Dixon, hello. We're just waiting on Mr. John Davis to jump up here. Got an echo. What is that picture? Hello. We're just waiting on Mr. John Davis to jump up here. Got an echo. What is that picture?
Hold on, Nana. Let me turn something off.
Okay.
There we go.
Now you got to tell me what that picture is.
You like that?
No, I don't.
Jesse made that.
Oh, I do not like that. That is not you at all.
I think it's hilarious. You see the pocket protector?
Yes, you look like Dr. Proton or something off of The Big Bang Theory.
I think it's hilarious. I might have to change it though, because the longer I'm staring at it, the less I'm liking it.
Yeah, it doesn't do you justice. That's for sure.
I wonder if I can switch that mid now without screwing all this up.
You should be able to.
Yeah.
Everybody saying hello, John.
Hi, everybody. How is everybody? I ain't been around in a minute.
No, you ain't. There you go. That's much better. That's the John we all know and love.
You didn't like Nerd John, huh?
No, it does not fit your personality at all.
I had to study up when I seen we were going to talk about Kylie Rodney. I've been studying the last hour.
Have you?
Yeah.
And what have you found out?
Hey, you remember when she first went missing, hearing about them other people that went missing?
Yeah.
They ever find them?
Yeah, they found them like 2 or 3 days later.
Oh, okay.
I think they had a wreck.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
What condition were they in?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't follow it that much. I just heard about them being gone, and then I heard about they were found, and
okay,
because so many people were swearing up and down that they possibly had kidnapped Kylie and took off with her. And
yeah, I heard some wild rumors about it. I didn't realize they had been found.
No, Selena, I didn't check on that, hon. I don't remember you bringing it up to me.
What's Kids for Cash?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's some kind of trafficking deal of some sort.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Kids for Cash.
So what did you learn while you were studying up on Kylie Rodney?
Well, I mean, I seen the latest where they're finding more stuff.
Right.
More of her possessions.
Yeah, where the law enforcement dropped it out of her vehicle when they got her vehicle out of the water.
Is that how it got out of the vehicle?
Yeah, because they didn't have AWP to pull the car out. When they got there, they told AWP to hit the road, and they flipped the car over in the water with the windows and stuff open, and then pulled it out of the water and dumped everything out and just left it laying.
Really?
I swear that's what happened. Yes.
Wow. Is that where the laptop was?
Yep. It was in the water.
But
In the
like
water.
on the lake bed?
Yeah, that, and there was a shoebox with a bunch of paperwork and stuff in it. There was a hairbrush. There was a toboggan, her duffel bag or her gym bag. I believe there was clothes in the gym bag. There was, I don't know what all they found. It was a bunch of stuff that guy found.
I tell you, man, they are not doing law enforcement any favors in the PR department with some of this shit, are they?
No, not by no means. They're ranking right up there alongside Hawkins County.
Let me ask you this, though. I've been thinking about this. Do you think there's a possibility her car was not there when they searched?
I don't know. I don't think that, because I mean, there's a possibility, because if you believe that that tow driver guy Nick, which I do in a way, then I would believe it. But if you go back to AWP, and they plainly said that car should not have had that much settlement on it for no longer than what it was in the water. So if it had more settlement than what it should have had, then it had to have been there for the whole time. Does that make sense?
Did they say it had what it should have on it, or not enough?
No, it had more on it than what it should have had.
More
On it, yes.
How does that, like, it should have been it looked like it'd been in there longer than it actually had?
Right. And I believe it's timestamp 2854 in their video. If anybody needs to verify what I'm saying, I've already had this argument with somebody else.
Well, you're not having an argument. I'm asking.
No. I was meaning I had an argument with somebody else, and they were trying to say, no, that ain't what they said at all. I'm like, yeah, it is. And I had to go and actually find the timestamp and give it to them and say, look, watch it. This is what they said.
What's your theory on what happened
with Kylie?
Yeah.
I believe, okay, everybody first, that picture, the group picture where everybody's staring at that light or whatever it is. I've said this 1,000 times. I believe that there was one or more people taking advantage of her, taking something she wasn't willing to give. She started screaming. That's what everybody was looking at. And when she started screaming, they had to silence her somehow. And I believe that might have been where the seatbelt came in at. And they went too far with it and panicked and said, oh, we got to get rid of this. That's what I believe happened. And I believe they put it in the water.
Could be. I can't say I know it didn't.
Hello, sweet sativa. Hello, Tina. Zero, dazed and confused. Everybody I haven't said hello to.
I have trouble with if she went there, if it like went in the car right when she left, if it went in the water. I have trouble with there wasn't enough people around that somebody wouldn't have heard or realized that.
Right. I agree. There was so many, and you have to think, everybody started leaving that place all at the same time, which was right at 12:30. I mean, literally right at 12:30, everybody started leaving. But yet Sammy, her friend, swears up and down, she was already on the road in the passenger seat, going down the road with her ride when the last time Kylie called her, and she heard the party was still going strong. Well, how could the party still be going strong if everybody started leaving at the same time?
Yeah, I hate to say this, but if nothing else, she's damn sure guilty of being a bad friend.
Right. I agree, but she wasn't even her friend. They didn't even, from what I understand, didn't even go to the same school. And if I don't know how many people noticed this, but in her interview, she says this was supposed to have been a senior party, right, for people going off to college. But then she states that all the grades were invited. That means that kids as young as 14 was at that party.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know back in the day when I was in school, I always wanted to be with the cool kids. And like on senior skip day, I went to senior skip day from 7th grade up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that was years ago. That ain't like it is nowadays. And plus, that's not a party with 300 or 400 people.
Well, I mean,
Was it?
If I would have been in a big enough class, I guess it would have been. Everybody from school was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nano for life, I see you. How could you be blocked? You're not blocked. There's no reason for you to be blocked.
I see you.
You don't see nothing or hear nothing. Are you on your brand new computer? She just got a brand new laptop today.
Nice.
But no, I mean, I honestly believe that Sammy is behind it 100%. And I believe Mags is involved in it too, because it plainly states Mags talked her. First of all, we don't know what time Mags got with her that day after she left Kate. But Mags got with her and then convinced her not to go to the car show with her mom and go to this party. A party that Mags herself went to for only 10 minutes. Yeah. But yet, if you listen to Mags, she's telling you all about all the party and who all was there and what kind of drugs that they don't normally have at their parties that was there. Well, how did she know all of this stuff in just the 10 minutes that she was there? I've been saying that all along, but I didn't know that, she was talking about who all was there and what kind of drugs they had.
I tell you, I got a bad taste for Sammy when they played that one thing where they were having a press conference and you hear her tell like even the adults to shut up. I was like,
I don't see why one of those adults, if not an officer, but why one of the adults didn't step up and say, kid, you need to get out of here.
And she was acting like she was doing meetings with just kids and no law enforcement or adults could be around. That's crazy as hell to me.
Yeah. And she says there was 6 or 7 or 7 or 8 kids that was with her that was collecting all the information, right?
Yeah.
She also said that there was a small group of people who went to Kylie's car when they were in Kylie's car charging that phone and stuff. Well, I wonder if that's all the same group. And if you think about it, there's Kate, there's Jagger, there's Mags, there's her boyfriend, there's Sammy, her boyfriend. That's 6 right there. And if Kate has a boyfriend, that's 7. Wonder if that's one little group that was trying to take care of things, if you know what I mean.
Who knows? I get a bad feel for her though. And I don't think I don't give a damn how soft kids are nowadays. If you know something, you need to be telling the police, not Sammy or whoever.
Exactly. I agree. Now there's one person that I know that thinks that they've heard through the grapevine, but they also had a thought, they figured it too, was that Sammy or Kylie was pregnant. And maybe the daddy didn't want it or didn't need her to be pregnant. And she refused to do anything about it. And maybe they were trying to get rid of that. That's alleged, people. Don't take that as fact.
That's kind of out there without any real proof of any of that,
I agree. I'm just saying that, that's one of the things that people are thinking.
Well, they'll know it after the autopsy.
Or will they? Do you really think if they was so sloppy about getting the car, first they couldn't find the car.
Wow,
then they were
negative, Nana.
Then they couldn't. Go ahead.
just because they do a shitty job, the guy that does the autopsy, he's a physician. Hopefully he's better. That's
Well, isn't that supposed to be the sheriff?
yeah, but this is a college educated dude performing the autopsy.
No, I'm saying they said that the coroner is the sheriff.
It's the same person?
Yes. Yes.
Shut the fuck.
I promise.
Oh.
I promise.
What kind of hillbilly shit is that? I thought this was Nevada, California. How is that?
I don't know, but does the name Neiman Marcus mean anything to you, John?
No.
Neiman Marcus, come on, it's a big store.
Yeah.
Neiman Marcus, right?
Right.
Yeah, her mama's family. Lindseyrodninieman.
Yeah.
That's the family.
That's just crazy. The sheriff's also the coroner.
Hey, I don't know it for a fact, but I'm just telling you, that's what's been being reported. Okay, but the coroner's not the medical examiner, Pamela says.
The coroner is the one that does the autopsy, correct?
I'm not for sure which one does the damn autopsy. I'm sorry for laughing, people, but it's just gotten so ridiculous. I'm not sure. Okay, wait a minute. The medical examiner does the autopsy, not the coroner. Okay. Dolores Hayes says that.
What's the coroner do? What's his job?
He walks up to the dead body and says, "You're dead." Maybe.
What is a coroner's duties? Sudden, unnatural, and unexplained deaths, collects and analyzes crime scene evidence and medical records, interviews witnesses, doctors, family members, and other sources, performs autopsies to determine the cause and manner of death.
So the coroner does do the autopsies. So the sheriff of this county is doing the autopsy.
What county are we in again?
Placer County.
We gonna settle this shit right here now. Placer County coroner's name.
Well, you probably needed to say California.
Well, that's got me in California.
Okay.
You take care of Nana. I got John, okay?
All right.
All right. Oh, it's coming. I'm gonna give you a name in just a second.
All right. Then you have to look up who the sheriff is, because I don't know that either.
Well, damn, man, I just need to do all the leg work, don't I?
Yeah. Hey, I just learned the players in the game. The cops ain't the players.
Oh, damn, it showed me a map of where it's at. I don't need that.
They're just the jokesters. They're the clowns that run around in the goofy cars, in the circus.
All right, Nanny, you have to be quiet for a minute. I'm trying to Google text.
Oh, Jesus. Go ahead.
What is Placer County, California's coroner's name? Damn it! Sent me back to the map. Hold on. I think this is going to do it. It ain't the same dude. I know that ain't right. I mean, I guess it could be. The sheriff's an elected position. You know what I'm saying? Anybody pretty much can do it. I mean, for God's sake, 3 DUI Ronnie can be sheriff. Anybody can, so.
Right.
You heard from Ronnie lately? He
No.
Shit in months, has he?
Not since he sent Smiley Stories the application to apply for a job.
You reckon that's legit?
Well, I couldn't imagine that she would just say it if it wasn't.
I don't even know who that is, to be honest. Oh, no. Yeah, I do know them. Never mind. Yeah, I could see that. I'm sorry. I was thinking of somebody else. This is ridiculous.
Is there anybody on here that can find us the name of the sheriff and of the coroner of Placer County? Because I'm looking too, and all it's doing is giving me the coroner
Address.
unit task force.
I don't know. I think. Damn it.
The coroner's job is also additionally, the coroner's unit is tasked with determining the identity of the deceased, locating and notifying legal next of kin, and safeguarding the personal property. Well, they failed on that one, didn't they?
Yeah, no shit. So is that all they said they found was the laptop and some papers?
Yeah, it was a toboggan, her gym bag, the laptop, her hairbrush, one of those Truly cans. I guess it was full. I don't know. That was a bunch of stuff they found. That Check It TV guy found it.
I wonder if they got her phone yet.
No, not as far as I know.
Well, I guarantee you that's where it's at. How much you want to bet?
Yeah, I'd say it is.
And if it ain't, then I'd be suspicious. For sure. Right?
Yeah.
If that phone ain't there somewhere, that's going to really make you wonder what's up.
Okay, I'm sure there was somebody else farther up that said this, but sheriff is Wayne Wu. Okay, who's the coroner, guys?
Somebody else said Scott Jones is the sheriff.
Oh, Lord. It's just unreal. All of it.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm really interested to hear if they find her phone now. I think that would tell you everything right there. If for some reason her phone ain't there.
Okay, Check It TV found a purse, a notebook, and something on the trail to Kylie's house.
What?
They on the trail I would say the route to Kylie's house, because she lived like 30 minutes from the campground. But they said that he found a purse and a notebook and something else.
Was it hers?
Was it Kylie's purse? Hello, Suzette Brown. Jesse, I didn't say hello to you earlier. Bob G, hello. What is that? Magnuson?
Magnuson.
I guess.
Yes. Hi, host and guest. Do we understand that Sammy is Samismith? Is that her last name, Nana?
Yes.
Yes, we understand. Sounds right. I thought, yeah, Sammy Smith. That's the one I was thinking about.
Yeah, Sammy Smith. There's Kate Kuno, Sammy Smith, and Magdalene Larson.
You know, and I hate to say that about a younger person, but she does. She really strikes me bad. Something about her.
Who, Sammy?
Yeah.
I wonder if I was looking when I was doing my video this morning. I was wondering if maybe she's some kind of undercover something.
Jump Street 21 type character.
Well, if you look at her beside Mags, she looks so much older.
Does she?
And who else would you know that would be allowed to jump up there? I missed you too, John. I think that's why I'm laughing so much. Because trust me, I have not been laughing at all lately.
Oh, I was bummed before I come back. I'm straightened out now.
Well, I'm glad you're back. Okay, Diane P says, I've heard Woo is sketchy as hell. I don't have details, but others in the comments have info maybe. So Woo's sketchy. Maybe he is the stupid sheriff. I have not listened a lot on this, or I mean, maybe he's the coroner. But I did see earlier that they would make a public announcement when they get all the autopsy reports back. Yeah, but who's to say they're going to tell the truth? That's my point. That's just like, and I mean, I give kudos to Check It TV for going out there finding this stuff and making law enforcement. It took law enforcement 4 hours, John, to come out there and pick that stuff up, and then they made him get in the water and get the stuff. They wouldn't even get in there and get it themselves.
Yeah, I seen something about that when I was looking earlier.
But and all they're going to do, John, is they're going to take it and put it in a bag and take it back to the sheriff's department and sling it in a room somewhere. I mean, if they weren't no more interested in finding it or getting it than that, what makes anybody think they're going to actually put any use to it? Right? Am I crazy?
Yeah. No. I mean, like I said, when we first started, I said law enforcement is really not doing their reputation a damn bit of good with this Kylie stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I tell you though, I do not think that Toad dude, I just, that story he tells, it's another one of them things where if shit was that odd and peculiar, why didn't you do something?
Well, I agree. Why didn't he do something or say something or something? But he didn't. He waited till he got right down the road and then pulled over and called his girlfriend up and said, dude, you should have seen these crazy people. But the fact that he's saying, there's video on the front and back of the truck, and there's no way that somebody could be that big of an idiot to go on national, which it might not be national news, but it's still national. Because, I mean, AWP reaches everywhere.
Well,
go on there.
Think of all the crazy shit we've heard people say in Summer's case on video and on big channels and stuff. And a lot of this is going to come back that it's proved they are just full of shit. So it does happen.
True, I guess. I'm telling you, these two cases are driving me nuts. They really are.
What did you think about the sighting they was talking about the other day?
Oh, wow. I was hoping and praying, and they still technically now, I got two different reports. Arctic Fox sent a friend of mine a audio clip that said that Amanda somebody, I can't remember, she's a YouTuber though, that Amanda somebody showed up at the hotel at the same time law enforcement did, and they saw the girl, and it was not Summer. But when Smiley Stories got on the phone with law enforcement, they told her that no officer saw this child. No officer laid eyes on this child. But that, no, it wasn't them. That wasn't her. But I happen to agree. How can they know if they didn't ever lay eyes on her? I would like to find the YouTuber that supposedly was there.
Yeah. And I'd like to ask him, being a YouTuber, surely you got some pictures or film of this.
Yeah.
What YouTuber would go there and not?
Right. But Christola was telling me, no, I don't believe it. I want to see for myself. I want to lay eyes on this child. And I'm like, well, come on. If this is a YouTuber, they've probably been invested in this case as long as me and you have. And they would know what Summer looks like. You could honestly take their word for it. But now that they have not come out with anything, and now the sheriff's department is saying, no, nobody ever laid eyes on her, I'm starting to wonder.
I would like to think there's something to it, but I'm very skeptical.
Hang on a second. Let me play that audio clip and see if I can tell who the YouTuber is supposed to be.
Play that shit.
I am. Hang on. Let me get to it. Why is it not playing? Oh,
They made contact with the girl, and the girl is not Summer.
hang on.
Well, I will tell you right now that Amanda from Missing Justice was just up in the hotel along with law enforcement. They made contact with the girl, and the girl is not Summer.
Amanda from Missing Justice. Anybody ever hear of her?
Well, I've never heard of that person. Who is that guy?
That's Arctic Fox.
Yeah.
No, nobody. But to me, it makes, and see, the thing they were saying that the only thing that showed up was the white SUV, and Nita's World showed last night that Dawn and Candace's vehicle, their Subaru, is registered as a white SUV in Rogersville under Dawn's name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So evidently that woman, if nobody in here has ever heard of that YouTuber, evidently she doesn't exist.
Or maybe that's the reason she's trying to exist. Because that sure make you popular quick, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Stitch, and I know he's good at what he does, honey. I'm not saying that he was lying. I'm saying that possibly this woman, whoever the YouTuber supposedly is, maybe she lied.
Like I said, I'm super skeptical. And, I don't know. You would think law enforcement would come out with a statement.
Yeah, you would think.
Right?
Right.
Because I know we've talked about it before. It's odd how there's never been any credible sighting that I've heard of.
Well, the only thing that really got me going was when Cher called the desk clerk, and the woman's like, well, no, I've not seen her. And then she finally looked at a picture of Summer, and then she's like, or have I? And then she goes straight out to the pool to look and see if the people were out at the pool.
Do what now?
Cher, when Cher found out about it, right?
Uh-huh.
She called and she talked to the manager at the Fairfield Hotel in Jonesboro, Arkansas. And she explained what was going on and everything that had happened as she knew up until that point. And the desk clerk says, no, I don't think I have seen her, because Cher was explaining or describing what Summer looked like. She's like, no, I don't think I've seen her. And then she goes, okay, well, I'm going to send you a picture. She said, but while you're waiting on that, she said, go on Google and type in Summer Wells' name. And when that woman did and she saw a picture of Summer, she's like, oh, wait a minute, or have I? And she said, hang on a minute. And she goes out to the pool, but don't see anybody. They're not out at the pool. So she comes back in and finishes up the conversation with Cher. That's the only thing that really gave anybody hope that maybe this was a true sighting. Because the desk clerk and the woman that was Smiley talked to is not the same people. I don't believe.
Yeah, I'd love to believe it. I'm not super, I don't know. It just don't feel right to me.
Right. Well, we can only hope and pray is all I can say.
I think, and well, I don't know. I hate to. I think if there would be a sighting, it would probably be somewhere far away by now, because with the popularity it has around the areas, I would say, I don't know. I'm skeptical. I don't know.
I am too, but there's a lot of people that they know that lives in Arkansas.
Yeah, I get the connection. I know all about the connection to Arkansas and Wisconsin and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people called TBI too. Yes, Smiley was one of the first people. Yeah, I have to give Smiley credit. She called TBI immediately. She called the local police department there in Jonesboro, Arkansas immediately. She called everybody she was supposed to before she done anything else.
Yeah.
So,
And
so
that's
John, where's your lovely bride at today?
she's downstairs. She's working.
Oh, well, tell her we all love her and miss her.
Tell her nothing. She's in a bad mood today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
She's still mad at me for another day. The live, I scheduled it for 12, and I was like, is 12 okay? And she's like, yeah. And I was downstairs at like 12:30, and she's like, who are you talking to? And I was like, I've been live for like a half hour. I thought she was still getting ready or something. And it was confusion about who actually told who what time the live started.
Yeah.
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 I've been in the doghouse, and I've been getting it pretty good from the subs too about it. Yeah.
Gio says feed her, make her a tasty dinner.
She fixed Chinese earlier. Some homemade Chinese.
Gio said take her out to dinner. Never mind about cooking for her. Just take her out.
And we have date night every Friday now where my son plays high school football.
Yeah.
That's our new thing. I'm glad to see Charlie K back. I was worried about him. Somebody asked me about him the other day.
Yeah, I'm glad to see he's back too. He got in trouble with Mary. Mary called and got a hold of him. What it was he lost his phone, John, is what happened.
Who's Mary?
Oh, sorry. Remain calm.
Oh.
They're best buds, so they keep in touch, but he wasn't keeping in touch with her. And she finally got a hold of him and went off on him, and that's why he's here now. He's got to show everybody he's okay.
Well, that'd be weird if Candace was in Arkansas, wouldn't it?
Well, that's what everybody's trying to say, but I don't believe it for a minute. And I'll tell you what, I've been calling all these different numbers, and I know I program in, like when I call oddball numbers for somebody, I'll put in a stupid thing on my phone because in order to text them, you have to program it in your phone. And one of them oddball numbers called me back today, but never said anything.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they sit there for a long time. I kept trying to get them to talk because I was thinking it was one of the numbers that I put in there for Candace.
What do you do? What did you do? Get it from like one of them background things?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, sure did. But they never did say anything, and they finally just hung up. So I'm assuming it was her.
Okay. Maybe. Or it may have been whoever you're calling, wondering what the hell you're calling them for. And I was checking you out.
Kuma says, turn on Barry White while you're in the bedroom. They're trying to fix your problem, John. They're trying to get you out of the doghouse.
Taylor's at Grandma's tonight, so who knows?
There you go. Turn the Barry White on. Or what's his name? Oh Lord, there's another guy. He sings really good mood songs, if you know what I mean. And I can't think of his name. Shoot.
I don't know. Barry White's always the go-to for that joke.
No, there's another one. I keep wanting to say gay, but it's not gay, I don't think.
Marvin Gaye?
Yes, that's it. It is gay, isn't it? Marvin Gaye. I just can't think anymore. Yes, he makes some great music. Luther Vandross, there you go. Roses, John, Charlie says. Roses.
Well, I ain't done shit. I don't know why everybody's acting like what I need to do. If I kind of feel like everybody's assuming I'm the one in the wrong, and I don't see it that way.
No, they're just trying to give you a happy home, son. That's it.
And I just noticed something.
What?
You'll see. Hold on.
Marion says she told you to massage Brandy's feet while she watches TV of her choice. You got to make it her choice.
There, that's better.
So what did you notice?
See my name? It did say John and Brandy.
Yeah, I noticed that a while ago. Charlie says play Elvis, John. Elvis.
Elvis.
Yeah. Elvis.
Maybe, or well, according to Nana and Brandy, I could just get him to come here and sing to her.
Yes, you could.
Couldn't I?
Yeah. Or take a 2-day trip and run down to Benton, Arkansas. Go to church.
I already washed dishes.
Marion is, did you mean to say that? Gas is good?
Somebody said fill her automobile gas tank.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. That would make sense then.
Play strip poker. God, y'all a bunch of perverts in Nana's audience.
No.
And we'll have Barry White playing and Brandy in here. I got a pair of fives. Take it off.
There you go.
Ace
That
high.
would work. Oh, Tracy says, just tell her you love her.
I don't know how this turned in from Kylie Rodney to John Davis marriage counseling from the group.
Because we all needed a good laugh. It says we're all adults, John. It's okay. We can talk like this.
I seen the funniest thing today, and it even made Brandy laugh, but I think it may be too X-rated to say on your show.
Go ahead. Go for it.
I don't know.
Well, it's my show. I'll be the one taking the heat for it. Go for it.
Okay. Why are men their smartest during sex?
Because all the blood drains to their head.
Because they're plugged into a know-it-all.
There you go.
Oh. Tell
Well,
me
you
that
are
was funny.
that was funny. You're getting all kinds of take her to the beauty salon. Crickets. What is crickets gonna do?
Yeah. I get enough crickets. Oh.
Oh Lord. Anyways, come on now, John. Let's discuss something.
What do you want to discuss?
I don't know.
Hey, have you heard of Eliza Fletcher?
No. Oh yeah. She's the billionaire heiress from Memphis, Tennessee, who supposedly, well, she not supposedly, she did get kidnapped while jogging. Everybody thought that he was just a dumb idiot and just kidnapped her and then done away with her. She was found 4 days later, and he had burnt the body. And then they're finally figuring out that he had accomplices and that there might be a connection that somebody else was just wanting her money or something like that. That's about as far as I went with it. John, why would you put that up there?
Play
Are
it.
you? Oh, okay. I was like, is that
Guys, we got a special guest for y'all today.
It's not working. Is it working?
I don't think she can hear us. She's moving.
She is, ain't she?
Hello, Mama 5.
Hi. Tell her hi,
She
Nana.
is. I'm not going to tell her hi.
Tell her hi. She's on your show.
She needs to be on my show. She needs to show up.
This will bump your numbers up. Change that title to Candace Live.
Damn, how did you do that?
On panel. I got StreamYard now. I can do all kinds of cool stuff while I'm on your panel.
Really? No, I mean, how did you make the video?
Thank you,
What do
Honest
you mean?
Rage. How y'all doing?
Candace, I'm trying to talk to Nana. Shut up for a minute. We knew how did I make the video.
No, is it just you videoed where she was on another panel?
Nana, that's Candace.
Thank you,
Meet
Glitter.
her. Wouldn't you freak out if she started reading your chat?
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah, she would. Or I would, yes.
All right. That's weird how I can control your stuff, ain't it?
Yeah. But I've been telling you needed to get StreamYard all along.
I know. I'm glad I did. It made stuff a lot easier. I tell you.
Here's Eliza, something about it. It says the detectives are great. They concluded that the janitor from one of her businesses are after her money. The janitor done it.
What?
John, what do you think about that new game?
What game?
Crime Doors. It's got the Delphi girls in it. It's got Dulce Alavez's case in it. It's got Summer's case in it now, but they're trying to get people to help put accurate information in for Summer. But you actually go in, you download it for free, and then you can go in and walk around the crime scenes and stuff and see the different evidence that the cops do already have. You find out all the information that they already know, and you try to help solve the missing people or the, whatever case is in there.
I don't know. I haven't even seen that.
Look it up on your, when you get a chance, look it up. It's called Crime Doors.
I will. That's weird. Crime Doors.
Yep. Somebody emailed it to me asking me to help them with the details. And I thought I shoved it aside for a long time, and then I checked it out. But I don't have it because you can only do it on like an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't download it.
I don't have an iPhone.
No, but you can look at it. What I'm saying, you can pull it up on your computer or your phone and look at the app and stuff. You just can't download it and play it without you having an iPhone.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
This is not me. Why are you saying this is not me?
That is not me.
So who is this?
This is not me. What? I don't know who's doing that.
Is it Brandy?
I don't think so. No, it ain't Brandy. We have an imposter.
Yep, we have an imposter.
So what they're saying, they're saying I'm not me, you reckon?
Yep.
And they're me?
Well, I don't know. They're laughing about it now. I think it's Brandy.
It's probably Jesse.
Maybe. Now they're saying me. Too funny. Is it you, Jesse? Because I've not seen her in here in a while. No troll.
It's Jesse.
Discovering Truth says, Nana, have you seen the movie Girl Fight with Anne Hetchy? It's based on a true story where the teenagers gang up on their friend Kylie. Oh. No. I've not seen it. Have you, John?
No, I haven't.
Jesse says it's not her, and there's one like right below her.
Yeah, it still could be Jesse.
She says she promises it's not.
Huh. I know who it probably is then.
Who? Cam?
Yeah.
Damn, that's easy, ain't it?
Because he knows I got a meme in the works of him looking like Michael Jackson coming out soon.
Cam, if it's you, come on up. But
Cam
only if it's Cam.
Cam said you was mean to him. He said you don't like him.
The only time I ever talked to Cam was on your panel.
I don't know.
He won't talk to me.
He said you're mean to him. You talk shit about him all the time.
I don't talk shit about nobody. You know that, John.
He said, I don't know why she don't like me. I said, I don't know, man. Nana's weird.
I talk shit.
No, man. I said, I didn't know. You never said nothing bad to him, about him to me.
Exactly. And we talk private. I mean, we haven't recently, but we do. I don't talk bad about nobody, do I?
Well, yeah, but
Who?
what? I ain't gonna blast you on your own show.
Well, no, you can. It's okay.
No,
I
I
don't-
don't call you out like that. Nah, you don't. I'm just playing.
I was mean to Don B. Why was I mean to Don B? Oh, because he ain't come back around because he won't talk to me and stuff now. I guess.
Don B won't talk to you?
Nope. He won't answer my text. He won't talk to me, and I don't have a clue what happened. We were talking one day, and the next day that was it. I ain't heard nothing back from him.
Really?
Yep.
Is he doing videos and stuff?
Yeah, that's why because the last time I talked to him, he said he was getting sick. And I was like, yeah, a bunch of other people are sick too with the same thing. And so then, the next day I thought, well, he's just sick. And then he put a video out that night and he's been putting them out. So I texted him. I said, I know you're not sick. So what's up? And he ain't answered me. So I don't know.
Really?
Uh-huh. I don't have a clue.
Huh. You did something.
I do something all the time. Trust me. Listen. I have a friend who evidently I did something wrong yesterday. But the thing about it is I didn't do it. But I did it, but I didn't do it. They just thought I did it. And they didn't talk to me all day yesterday.
Who's the friend?
I can't say that.
No filter?
No, I've not heard nothing from her.
I hadn't seen her in a long time either.
I think she's out there. I think she just changed her screen name, but she's not gotten back a hold of me. I don't know why. He probably needs a break from me.
Yeah, that's what I took. And
Suzette Brown says Don B's weird.
Well, I wouldn't be laughing, Nana. Now he ain't never gonna talk to you. He watches this. Don B,
Why?
if you're watching, come on, talk to us, buddy. Let's get this shit out in the open.
Yeah,
What do you
exactly.
do? What'd she do?
Yeah, you need to come up here and tell everybody what I did wrong.
I can't believe I really thought that was Cam. I guess it wasn't, or he'd have probably come up.
Can somebody take care of this person right here? Listen, I said we were going to talk about Kylie. We talked about Kylie. We've talked about Summer. We'll talk about Kylie again. But right now we're visiting for a minute. If you don't like it, leave.
He called us wankers. That could be Carl, because Carl don't like me. That might have been who it was before too, possibly.
Carl never comes in my show.
Yeah, but he thinks I'm a pretty big wanker. He might come for me.
Well, I don't care who it is. If they don't like it, leave.
Yeah, Jeff. And it's weird you spell it with a G-E-O too.
Right.
Wanker.
Charlie blocked him.
Unblock him, Chuck. Let's let Jeff get it off his chest. Let him back.
He's on no thanks right now. Well, good for him, Don B.
On Doug's?
Yep.
Interesting. That's a weird.
No, that was the first panel he ever went on.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, him and Doug's been friends for a while.
Does Doug have Mr. Terry on anymore?
No, evidently they're fighting.
Is there anything new on the Dylan case?
Nope, not that I've heard. Unless somebody else has heard any different, I've not heard anything new. They're still looking for him. His mom and dad still begging and pleading with everybody to help them find him.
They got the right guy. It's that dude that they got for the gun charges, I think.
Hello, Robin, and you're right. They ain't no wankers here but trolls.
What do you think?
Rocky Top says me and you have better info.
cooler people anyway.
Definitely cooler people.
Don't you think it was that dude they got though for the guns? What's his name? You remember? Anybody in
No,
chat
I don't.
remember? Jeff? Is that Jeff?
I don't know. I stopped when Doug got on there with that Terry guy, and that Terry guy just kept on and on and on, and I just couldn't even swallow that case no more.
Oh, he's something else. He somebody took that clip where he was on my live,
Yeah.
and put it on a Facebook group, and I've been getting tons of people saying thank you so much for telling his ass off.
We're good.
It's made me a folk hero on some fake Facebook groups.
You're supposed to help me set up a Facebook page for my channel too. Did you forget?
Yeah, I mean, I got a ton of shit I need to be doing.
Auntie M, thank you. She says I'm way cooler. I appreciate that.
Jim Brenner.
Yeah, we seen it at the same time. Jim Brenner.
I think that's the guy. I think they got the
Mary
guy.
Lister, remain calm.
And you know, that dude, I got to think Dylan's out there somewhere in that area. I really think so. Don't you?
Huh? What?
Sorry, did I distract you, Nana?
No, there was something else came in, and I didn't exactly understand why they were saying what they were saying to me. Go ahead now. What? Sorry, it won't happen no more.
Shit, I don't remember now.
Uh,
Who's saying something to you?
I'm gotten in trouble with remain calm about something. I don't know what. Anyways, I'll find out when I'm done off my live.
If I'm not a troll, I just love to lurk and listen.
Where are you at?
Reading chat.
I know that's what I was saying, but where?
At my house.
Oh, well, I don't see it. Oh, there, I see it.
Where are you at?
I'm at my house. Well, at my room. Well, show yourself, whoever you are.
Guns.
I guess. Anyways.
Dude.
What?
I swear I feel like you're reading stuff that I'm not seeing or something.
No, I was just reading the same thing that you were reading. It's up on the screen. It says, I'm not a troll. I just love to lurk and listen. Superior Dreams 19.
Okay. Anyway, that woman I was talking about, Eliza Fletcher, I tell you, that has been hard on Brandy. It's got her freaked out. We see stuff like this all the time. But right. I think that's had like a bad effect on her. She don't want to go out by herself anymore, hardly at all.
Well, I mean, the way, can you blame her really? Seriously?
No.
I mean, all of it.
I think she's had to take more of a step back from this because of stuff starting to get to her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Me and her was talking about that woman the other day on my live, and we was talking about, how dangerous it is to where she's out just jogging, and that happened, went down the way it was, and how, women that jog and stuff, they need to be carrying mace in one hand and have only one earbud in. And
have a video camera going at all times.
Something.
Wear a sweatband around their head with go cams all the way around it.
That was bad how that happened. You know what?
Really? Yeah.
Did you see that guy's history? Oh, he had a rape charge at 12. He had a kidnapping charge. He spent 20 years for that, right?
Yeah.
But he's been out since 2020. I bet you that ain't the first victim he's had.
Oh, I'm sure it's not. Well, I did see that they picked up another guy that was his accomplice, but I didn't hear who it was. You know what was scary was those two men running rampant in Canada. Did you hear about that?
With the knives?
Yes.
Yes.
Susan Brown says PG had threw him off her channel the other night. Threw who off the channel?
Who'd she toss, Suzette? I used to go over and check PG out sometime. I ain't been over there in a while.
I pop in every now and then. I was listening to Nita's World last night because for some reason I can do this, but I can listen to two different channels at the same exact time and be able to hear what's going on both of them.
Right.
And I was watching Nita's World and PG last night.
Wow, I bet your ears needed a bath after that, didn't it?
Well, because they were both talking about the sighting of Summer,
Yeah.
and I was trying to get as much information in as possible in a short amount of time.
I used to go on Nita sometimes to pick on her. She's funny.
Yeah. I just kept, for some reason, yesterday, I kept trying to go up on her. See, I've still not ever been on anybody's panel but yours, ever. And so I was trying to go up on her panel, but it wouldn't let me go up there to start with. I finally got completely backed out and tried it again. But when I went up there, it wouldn't work if my headphones was plugged in. So I didn't get to go up on her channel. So I've still not went on anybody's channel but yours.
Like when you first go to come up, you got to say yes to the permissions, right?
Yes, I know.
Because that screwed me up the first time I went on somebody else's.
Right. I like Nita's World too.
If I ever go anywhere, which is hardly ever, I carry pepper spray around my neck that shoots 20 feet. There you go.
No, what you need to do is get those little cans of Hot Shot, that sprays the stream so you can aim it. It works just as good as pepper spray. Spray it in their eyes and they're down.
Tennessee is an open carry law, and believe me, I carry. Yeah, West Virginia you can carry concealed in West Virginia. My
Really?
sister keeps a gun in her purse. She's got like this special made purse that's got this like slick looking pocket on it where she just stick her hand in and right there's her gun.
Wow.
Yeah, I need to get ready one. Maybe that make her feel better about being out by herself.
Yeah, it would, I'm sure. Everything. Rockin' Robin says everything we discuss is not fact. We discuss our opinions on this channel. It's speculation in factual manner. Welcome to all coming in. Take a seat. Please be respectful in chat. Well, thank you, Robin. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Robin.
I'm not Go ahead.
If Nana's ass gets to speculating too much, I'll reel her in for y'all.
Yeah, okay. I don't understand what Kuma's saying. She needs to stop the same smoking, LOL, right?
She needs to stop her same smoking, LOL, right?
I don't get it. I'm sorry, Kuma. I just don't get it.
Maybe she's talking about Nita.
Maybe she's talking about a left-handed cigarette. I don't know.
Does Nita smoke the lefties?
I don't know that. Don't take me for. I'm just saying maybe that's what Kuma is saying. I don't know.
I used to pick on her about that all the time.
What? Because she does or doesn't?
Just because I like to pick on her. I don't know. Oh, that's funny. I think she's talking about PG smoking.
No, she said, damn smoking Nita. I think. Nita smokes too, don't she? Cigarettes, I mean.
I don't know. I think, yes.
John Davis Robbins says, I would pay to see that.
To see what?
You picking on Nita, I guess? Okay, German Shepherd Mom says she's talking about PG smoking. Okay.
Feeling lost now.
All right. Well, let's get back on subject. Let's get back to Kylie. So what else do you know about Kylie or don't know about Kylie?
Well, I know, and I know you're going to argue with me on this, but to be honest, it could be as simple as she ran into the lake on her way home, had too much to drink.
From the back end of the car. From the hatchback.
It could happen, Nick.
John, okay, I agree. If the car went straight in and then flipped end over end, yes, because the air would have all went to the hatchback of the car. Her body could have floated up or she could have crawled up trying to get to the air. I agree 100%. But that's not how it happened.
I didn't listen. I didn't say I know that's what happened.
No. I'm saying the car didn't flip end over end is what I'm saying.
Well, to be fair, we don't know that it's not as simple as that.
Okay.
Don't tell me you can say 100% there's no chance.
But the car drove in, the windows were down and started filling up from the side. So there would not have been an air pocket in the hatchback. If she was trying to get out, she would have tried to get out the driver's side windows because the car was going sideways and it flipped sideways. The front of the car was pointing to the open water.
So you're saying there's no chance it was an accident? Zero.
I don't see how it could have been.
0% chance.
Well, once the car flipped upside down, there was no way she could have. That was no way.
You're saying 0% chance.
If the car filled up in the way I see it.
You're not being open-minded enough. I even will go along with your stuff. But for you to say that there's no chance that was an accident is closed-minded, Nana.
I'm just saying I don't see how it could have been because when the car flips, there's no way for the body to float to the hatchback. Because literally the backs of the seats are in the way because your back would be against the bottom of the seat. So it wouldn't float back there. If it went in sideways and filled up sideways, there wouldn't have been an air bubble. So she wouldn't have had a reason to try to crawl to the air bubble part because it was filling up sideways.
Okay. I don't want to have to get descriptive, but you realize how long she was in the water, right?
Yeah, okay.
With all them boats in there going around, all this, gases get in the body wants to rise and move around. You cannot tell me there is no way in hell that she couldn't have simply ended up back there over time.
Okay. If you can tell me how
No,
I'm just asking.
Nana, you act like there's a damn door between the front seat and the back seat, and it's just impossible. This was weeks.
Okay, but I'm saying with all those gases and she's floating around, right? All the gases built up in her. She's floating around, right? Tell me how the waves or the currents or anything like that would make her drop down low enough to get past the top of the seats and go to the back of the hatchback. She would have had to have went down.
We don't know how long it was before the car actually flipped all the way over or nothing.
True. I will grant you that. So you don't think it was you don't think there was anything nefarious about it?
I didn't say that.
I'm asking.
It's a possibility that it was as simple as a bad drinking and driving accident. It could be that simple. I didn't say it was. I said we have to accept that that's a possibility.
I accept it's a possibility.
Then why'd you just say 10 times in a row, 0% chance? If you
I didn't say zero. I just said I don't believe that there is.
I said, Nana, are you saying there's a 0% chance? And you said, yes, 0% chance. There's no way. With the car,
and the way I see it, there's not. I could be wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times, and I'm sure I'll be wrong in the future.
You didn't give me a migraine mid-show, Nana.
Oh, no, I didn't.
It's like pulling teeth with you to get you to to not go the flashy route.
It's not flashy.
It could, I'm telling you.
Okay, just as simple as it could have been literally Summer walked to the bottom of that road and somebody drove by and picked her up.
Yes. It could have been. That is a possibility.
Do you believe it?
No.
Why?
But I will say that it's a possibility.
I will too, but why do you not believe it?
I don't
Because
believe it because I feel like here's where I'm kind of at with that right now. I feel like that I feel like if that's what's happened, that it's because Candace was asleep for a couple hours and Grandis was probably napping and nobody's watching her. Maybe she wandered off. I think she didn't stay around the house like Dawn and Candace said. I think they lied about that. I believe Sheriffy Sr. when he said he's seen him down playing in the road before. Okay?
right.
So I think Summer did wander away from the house. And I think since I believe that, I've got to believe there is a chance it was some kind of strange, weird-ass coincidence that it was wrong place, wrong time with somebody.
Right.
I don't think that's what happened, but I'm not going to say it didn't. You know, that's like I've never said I believe Candace killed her, Dawn, Grandis, none of them. But I think a lot of people seem to think they know exactly how some of this stuff's went down, and you really don't.
Right.
Right?
Right. I agree. But
and I also happen to think the longer that Dawn and Candace and them stayed out of jail, it's raised the chances that it could have been that, in my opinion. Now, I still don't think it is, but I think it's got to made the odds better that it could have been an abduction by the fact I just cannot see these idiots pulling this off.
right. Hang on one second. I'll get my brain back. I was reading chat. First of all, Birdie, yes, I love John to death. John is a sweetheart. John means no disrespect whatsoever to me. I promise you. The reason I was saying that the reason you thought that it didn't just happen like somebody come by and picked her up was because of how people were acting, like Dawn and Candace and everybody. Because of the way they've talked, the way they've acted and everything over the past year. Well, I was going to say that's another reason why I don't think it was just an accident when it comes to Kylie, because of the way all these people are acting. They are acting weird to me.
I don't know. I got lost now. People are saying I'm being mean to you. I'm just trying to.
No, people are not. Birdie was just saying that she didn't like you talking to me like that. And everybody's telling her that we are fine, that we're joking, and that we just debate our opinions. That's all it was. Don't worry about that.
Am I being disrespectful? I wasn't mean.
No, you're not being disrespectful. See, Birdie says she's sorry, John. She's just new here. She didn't know.
That's okay, Birdie. I don't want everybody thinking I'm being an ass because I'm really reeling it in right now. I'm usually worse.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Lord, he usually has me rolling by now.
Hey, I got an email from your buddy the other day.
Who?
The preacher.
Oh, Tina?
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
She was asking me about something, and I'm trying to find something out for her.
Oh, okay. About the bike?
Yeah. I tell you, that night we was talking with her, I thought that was about the most fun I've had on Alive.
Really? Oh, I'm telling you, she's going to love. She is real bad sick right now. She cannot talk at all. Yeah, she can't talk at all. She spent about 2 weeks taking care of both of her kids because they were both sick. These are adult kids. But she was taking care of them because they were real bad sick with this flu or whatever it is. And then she got sick with it. So now she can't even talk. She can't call and talk on the phone. She's got laryngitis too.
John just has a bitch voice, LOL. Wow.
Birdie says she's really sorry, John.
Meow.
Instead of a resting bitch face, he has a resting bitch voice.
Wow.
I love you, though. I think you're funny as hell. I don't think nothing about the way you talk. I really don't.
I tell you that, like, I got somebody jumped on me the other day in the comments saying I was being mean to Brandy. And I tell y'all, if people know how much I hold back, they would think I'm a saint. You know?
You
I'll
think?
just be a real ass inside because I've been getting jumped on a lot lately.
Oh, poor John.
Right?
Hey, do you think Brandy's parents think something's up? Because I did a video about her mom. Let me tell you something. And I'm so proud of that video. It's only 6 minutes long, John, but it's been up for 2 days and it's already got almost 20,000 views on it.
Brandy who?
No, I didn't say Brandy.
You said, do you think Brandy's parents?
Oh, sorry, Kylie's parents, because you were talking about Brandy. Kylie's parents. Because this Perry just said Kylie's dad clearly knows something is fishy about the situation. You could tell by his questions and his reaction. And her mom, before they ever found her body, her mom was saying that, begging people to come forward and tell the truth about what happened.
Right.
So I think they knew. I think they think that those kids did something to her.
You know, that kind of bothered me too, was her dad when he was on that AWP video and he had to leave before they was going to pull the car out. I felt so bad for that man. Didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Birdie, you ain't got to go nowhere, hon. You're fine.
It's all
I
good.
promise.
It's all good, Birdie.
But yeah, I felt really bad for him. I really did. Did you watch where he was at that school or wherever they were at, and he was pleading with the audience, saying that she was everybody's kid, or it could be their kids next, begging somebody to come forward and tell the truth?
No, I didn't see that. I was going to say, I see people like says, does anyone else see the front windshield? Kylie's car looks damaged. Some of that damage could have occurred as it was rolling over in the water too, like
Right.
the mirror and stuff. Because it looked like to me the mirror was tore off. It was hanging. The side mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we was talking about that in my live the other night, how, you know, it, and see, I still, this is the way I seen it in that video. The guy says the window's busted out, but later when they refer to the condition of the windows, they say it's down.
Yeah.
So was it busted out or was it down?
I don't know, but when everybody before AWP put their video out, everybody's seen that car and it looked like the driver's side was busted, right? I mean, we seen the jagged edges of the window, right?
I didn't.
Really?
No, I watched their video a few times and I couldn't tell for sure.
No, I'm not talking about their video. I'm talking about the pictures that they took and was out online before their video came out. There was jagged edges around either the passenger or the driver's. I'm agreeing it could have been either side, but one of them you could tell was busted out. Now tell me why or how could Nick have made such a huge mistake as saying the front passenger window was busted out if it was just really down?
Right.
And plus, that Check It TV guy that found all that stuff,
Yeah.
the first thing he found was a handful of glass that came out of one of those windows.
Okay. I'm just saying, you know, by what I seen, it never got specified.
Right.
But I kind of agree with you. He did say it was busted to begin with, so I'm thinking that's the way it probably was. But it could have busted after it was in the water too.
It could have. Yes, it could have. And that's why I was saying hello to Versi. Glad to see you, sweetheart. That's why I was saying that they needed, of course, it wouldn't do no good now because, like they said, they flipped the car inside the water. But what they should have done was check to see if there was glass inside the car or outside the car.
Yeah.
Because if it was inside the car, if you're busting a window to get out of the car, the glass is not going to be inside that car. Not the majority of it anyways, maybe a couple of pieces.
Yeah, I think it'd be hard to tell, with it being in the water like that. But yeah, I could see where it'd probably give you a better idea.
Right.
I'd like to know if the car was in gear or not. I think that would tell you a ton.
Yeah,
Right.
I think so too, but they won't say one way or another, which is bullcrap. Just like with Summer's case, and they ain't saying crap because they know they're in the wrong, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, if we could find out what gear it was in, it would help calm down a lot of the rumors and the speculations and the theories. And
because if it was in neutral, I could think of nothing else than it was pushed in.
Tracy McDaniels, I agree. I've been wondering where the key was at too. I wonder if the key was in the car or not. That's something else they haven't said.
If we knew that, if it was in gear or not, and if the phone was found, you'd know a lot.
Yeah.
If that phone ain't there, something's up.
What do you think about Ryan Upchurch and everything he's been saying?
I don't know, man. I just about the
Kylie Rodney,
somebody else and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's real popular and everything, but I just can't. That's too far out there for me.
Oh, me too. I mean, I agree with him that all the other stuff is a little bit suspicious. Ikid Mel and Ronnie and Xana May and all that stuff. But I'm not saying it's not completely impossible. But I believe the child was real. I believe it really happened.
Yes.
I think he needs to take his resources and start delving into how it happened.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think with that, I mean, and we put stuff out there and make sure it's known as opinion, not fact. But when you got a platform as big as his and putting that out there,
right?
That's different in my opinion. I just think it. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. Do you?
No. Do you wonder if Ellie all over the country don't do their jobs because they have been defunded?
I think it's hurt. Definitely. It doesn't help. Just like with, the situation in Hawkins County where they don't pay them shit. The quality of candidates you're going to get is going to deteriorate when, you're not paying them. Right?
I agree with that, but I still have to say that I think there's more going on over there, or else they would have a different sheriff by now.
Oh, yeah.
They would have had a different sheriff in the past. Oh, he put up a new video where he admits she is real. Oh, wow. I'll have to go check that one out. The last one I seen, he had really dark circles around his eyes. I felt so bad for him.
Who?
Ryan Upchurch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think the boy suffers from ADHD. And everybody's hollering, he's on drugs, he's on drugs. No, I think he suffers from ADHD, and he might take too many Adderalls at one time to try to cover it up. That's what my opinion is. I don't think he's on drugs or anything.
Yeah. I tell you, I think it really looks bad that AWP found the car like they did.
Yeah. It really looks bad that even after they found it, then the cops dumped all that stuff out of that car and then refused to come and get it. Do you know they had her dad and her her grandfather, her dad, and whatever friend it was were all out there, and all the YouTubers were calling in, and that's the only reason they finally sent that cop out there 4 hours later. Come on. That does not shine a good light on that town.
Well, let me ask you this. You know, Cam and Allie was around Dawn and Candace a ton, right?
Right.
Do you not find it interesting that no law enforcement has ever asked them one single question about anything?
Yep. I sure do.
I do. You would think the cops would be talking to the parents of a missing child, to the people who they were around after it happened.
Yep.
You know? Never have they asked them anything.
That's weird.
I think Ronnie's hatred for social media and everybody else is another thing that's not helping. I think if somebody could show him a YouTube video with plain evidence, he would refuse to use it.
I'm sure he would. I agree with you completely.
Like how the Placer County was using Emma's photos, just blowed away how she had gotten them, and she had just been going through Instagram, you know?
Yeah.
It makes you wonder how much shit's been missed.
Oh, what do you think about that, John?
What?
The what's going on over across the pond? Long live or the queen is dead. Long live the king.
You know, I realized my grandma died like 3 years ago, and I just realized her and the queen were born the exact same year.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, do you know much about that?
About what?
The royals and their traditions, and
I mean,
because of the movies and stuff that you watch is the reason I'm asking.
So ask me the question.
When did they change it? All my life, it has always been the king is dead. Long live the king, right? Well, the other day they said the queen is dead. God save the king. And then because I was watching stuff on when she got her coronation, it said the king is dead. God save the queen. When did they change it to God? And why are they praying that God's going to save these people? What have they done that God needs to save them?
I thought it was long live the queen.
That's what I thought too. That's what I grew up knowing. But it's not. It's the queen is dead. God save the king.
We Scottish Mall says it's always been God save the queen.
Really?
Yeah.
I have always heard it was long live the king. In all the movies and stuff, it's always long live the king. Isn't it, John?
God, I want to say, yeah. I didn't know it was the way y'all are saying it.
Yeah, I didn't either. Here's another one that says it's God save the king or the queen or whatever it is.
You know what I was thinking though? It's Prince Charles is now the king, right?
Well, King Charles III, yes.
Yeah. He wonder how long he'll make it, and then it'll be William, right?
Right, and I don't think it's going to be long. You know why?
Because he looks like he's about 90 now.
Well, he's 70 something, yes. But no, that's not why. The reason being is because when Queen Elizabeth announced that Charles was going to be prince, heir to the throne, right? It was like years after he was born. And she gave her time to think about it and make sure that's who she wanted to take the throne. As soon as Prince Charles or King Charles was crowned the other day, he immediately, and they're talking about it on the news, he immediately announced that William was going to be his heir to the throne. He is the next king in line. And they're saying that should not have ever happened. As a matter of fact, they're saying that William shouldn't even be the king. It should be a Wessex person.
Why?
Because they should not be, the heir to the throne shouldn't be a son of an English king.
What?
That's what they said this morning. I'm telling you. I don't understand it either.
I always thought it was just whoever was next in the family line.
Me too.
His firstborn son.
That's what I thought too. Because I mean, right now it is William comes in next. George is the second in line. Then his brother and his sister, and then his brother comes in third and fourth. Then Harry comes in number 5, and then his 2 kids come in 6th and 7th.
So it would be William's kids before it would be Harry?
Yes.
Oh, he got ripped off, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, see, if it wasn't, then you got to understand Andrew would have been the next one in line instead of after Charles, it would have been his brother Andrew. But it's not. It's the oldest son. So and that goes right back to who gets the next throne. So why would they pick somebody that's not the oldest son?
I don't know.
Just wanted to get your opinion. Sorry.
I remember it wasn't too long ago. There was a lot of rumors about the royal family being up to a lot of bad shit anyway. I wonder if
we should talk about that. We should talk about that. Are you talking about this generation or Queen Elizabeth's generation?
I'm talking about stuff that I've heard rumored she had done.
Yes, her and Philip. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and the orphanage, concerning the orphanage.
Well, wasn't he the one that was supposed to have been associated with Epstein?
No, that was Edward. That's Charles's youngest brother.
Oh, okay.
I
heard stuff about the Queen saying that stuff with kids and weird stuff.
Her and Philip supposedly, allegedly, and please people do not hold this against me. I know there's a lot of royal lovers out there. But allegedly, in the past, the king and the queen would go, or King Corset, whatever that is, would go to the orphanage, pick up 10, 12 kids, take them out for a daily picnic, and then the king and queen would go back home and go to bed. And the kids were never seen no more.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, and I didn't hear it from you either, so I know it's a pretty big rumor.
And there's supposedly, and I've seen these pictures, and she has a very distinctive look, okay? You cannot mistake Queen Elizabeth, but she is a high priestess, supposedly, allegedly, and there's pictures of her in the event when it's happening.
See, I also heard that she had some kind of trial for charges of something to do with kids, and somehow, even though she was, did you not hear that?
No, I don't think I did. I don't think I heard that one.
Yeah, I don't want to speculate on it because I don't know that well.
But that was back in 2018 or 19, I'd say, is when that all came out, because that's when I learned about all this stuff. And that's back when they said that it was going to completely skip Charles because he was involved in all that stuff. It was going to skip Charles and the crown was going to go straight to William. And evidently during this last jubilee that's when she changed her mind about everything and gave the crown to Charles and told everybody they had to call Camilla, or whatever her name is, Queen, whatever. I can't think of it.
Queen now?
Well, Queen, somebody throw me the word out there. Not corset. Meaning she's the queen in name only. She has no power. It's the same thing that Philip was when he was a king. They sign over all rights to any titles they hold before they marry the person, and that way they have no say so in the ruling of the country. Consort, yes, thank you, April. She is Queen Consort. That is her official title.
See, I think that's kind of an outdated custom, the royalty thing. I wonder if England will stick with that forever.
Until Charles dies, the boys aren't going to go for it. They said that a long time ago. And William and his wife definitely said they weren't going to go for that.
Go for what?
The way that it's always been in the royal family. That's why, see, in every child in the royal family has always been raised by nannies or whatever they call them over there. And when they tried to make, yes, au pairs. And when they tried to make, whatever her stupid name is, William's wife, do that, they're like, no. Yes. They're like, no, I'm going to raise my own children. I'm going to take care of my own children. And she has, from what I know. They said, we're not doing it the way Yuns have done it.
They said Yuns?
Well, no, they didn't say Yuns, I'm sure.
I'd love to hear William say Yuns.
Well, maybe we can write him a letter and see if he'll say it.
I hadn't heard of Yuns in a while. It's nice. It's nice to be back.
Well, it's nice to have you back. I have missed you. I've missed the laughter. You always make me laugh.
I'm shocked. I'm gone a little while and everything's fell apart. You done run Don B off.
I know it. I run pretty much everybody off.
Emma come on the other day.
Did she?
She didn't come on, but she was in the chat on my live.
Emma's not been coming in my chat. She's not been back on my channel. Nothing.
What'd you do to her?
I don't know.
Nanny, you pissing everybody off. Ain't you?
Evidently I am. Scottish Small says, I don't think the Queen thought Charles was up for the job, or she would have handed the reins over to him. She would, yeah. But she did hand the reins over to him.
See, I wondered about that too. Is that a thing they can do? They can be like, look, man, I'm ready to retire. Yeah,
they can do that.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? How old you reckon Dr. Phil is?
I don't know.
You know that fool's still doing like a show a day, a podcast, all kinds of shit. I think I would calm it down and enjoy myself.
Right.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, see, that's when I was working with the fair and stuff and doing the food things, I worked for a guy that did ice cream. And he's 60-something years old, him and his wife. But, I mean, he's healthy as a horse, and he rode a bike everywhere he went. But he was constantly working. And, I mean, when you work out in the fair and stuff, you work from the break of day until probably 2 o'clock in the middle of the night, if not 3.
Mm.
And I could not understand why somebody would want to work that hard if you never get to enjoy the money or time off.
Yeah, that
payoff
at the end. That's what retirement's for, I think.
Right. Well,
enjoy yourself.
If you're too old, I mean, by the time you get that age, that's time to start slowing down and enjoying yourself. Because if not, you're just going to work yourself into a grave, and then you've worked your butt off for your whole life for no reason.
Can't take it with you.
They can't retire, but they can advocate. They can advocate the throne.
Charles was a philanderer, Andrew a pedo, Edward a weirdo. That just leaves Anne.
And she was a divorcee. Come on. 3 out of the 4 were divorcees. Andrew's the only one that, Andrew's the only one that didn't get divorced. Edward is the pedo. I don't know what Andrew is, but Edward's the pedo. He's the one that was friends with Jeffrey. Not to mention, wasn't there rumors back when that he beat Fergie?
Oh, was there? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
and that's why she left him.
I didn't like her.
You didn't like Fergie?
Mm-mm. I thought she's kind of manly looking.
Hi, Sonia. Really?
Yeah, not a big fan. I like Di.
Oh, of course. Who didn't? Come on. Who didn't like her?
Andrew is the pedo nana, not Edward.
Edward is the one that got in trouble for being on the plane with Jeffrey. He is the one that has been, the queen advocated him from the entire family. You are such a troublemaker and you have caused us such horrendous gossip from being on that plane. We're getting rid of you.
It was Andrew with Epstein.
Are you sure?
That's what everybody's saying.
Well, then I must have just heard it wrong because they were just talking about it. Did you see the thing on the news where this woman was saying she was talking horrible about the queen and all the horrible things that she had done and said, I hope and pray that she died in excruciating pain.
Wow.
And they had that on the news.
Where was she from?
I'm assuming America, or I don't know.
Was she over there when she said that?
I don't know. It was just a big, they just reported it on the news and put a big thing up on the, a sign up on the news with the letters or the words in it.
Oh, I would never say that.
I can't believe they put that on the news.
I can't believe that woman is that nasty. I wouldn't say that.
Okay, guys, I may be wrong. I've never said that I wasn't wrong. I'm just saying that's what I heard them say.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong, Nana, because
evidently, I'm getting the point. I'm getting the point.
It was Andrew, Nana.
Jeez.
God.
Okay, Kuma, I'm owning up to it. I was wrong.
Own that shit.
Jeez. Make me cry.
I don't know my royal family either.
But I
just
do.
know
I know a lot of it.
Harry married that jackass from the United States, and she made him estranged.
Why do you call her a jackass?
I don't like her. You like her?
She's a clothes designer. She's an American. Why wouldn't I like her?
Who likes Harry's bride? Let us know.
Megan.
In the chat.
Megan. Her name is Megan.
Yeah.
Megan Marco. Sort of like Chris Marco, Grandis's nephew.
I'll be shocked if she gets a bunch of support.
Oh, here we go. We Scottish mom. I like Harry.
Not one bit.
I love Harry, but don't like Megan. I don't. German Shepherd, Mom, I do not have a clue how I could be wrong. I do not understand that.
See, nobody likes Megan except Chuck. He's just being difficult.
German Shepherd Mom says she does.
And she's confused about who she's talking about. She don't like her either, trust me.
Charlie says he likes her.
Again, I do. Yeah, Chuck, we heard you the first time. You just disregarded it.
Robin says she's a beauty, that's for sure. Yes, she is.
Worst mistake he ever made. There you go, Nanny to two boys. Nanny, two boys. I wish they'd leave Megan and Harry alone. They have a right to run their own lives.
Out for herself only.
Yeah. Amen.
Charlie says, I do.
Well, Chuck, maybe you should marry her. Such a big ass fan. You got a Megan poster in your bedroom.
April C says, I like her. I don't know her, but I like her.
No, you don't, April. Trust me. You do not.
The Walking Dead says I don't even know who she is. The Walking Dead? Jeez.
I've never seen one episode of that.
Oh, it's good. It is really good. What makes it so good, John, seriously, I don't like zombie movies at all. I really don't. But the main story of The Walking Dead is really good, and the zombies are just like the coloring in the background. They're really just props. That's all it is.
Just props.
They're just props that they stab in the head every now and then and stuff. But the main story is really good.
I used to love that show. I used to have Walking Dead parties every Sunday night.
It's a really good show. And the other one, Fear of the Walking Dead, it's pretty good too. It's just a spin-off of it. Oh, please. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Don't like interracial marriage. Oh, hell no. It ain't got nothing to do with that.
Exactly. Let me tell you something. There was somebody in my comments today come in there, and it's somebody I really like, and I usually like all their comments and stuff, but they come in there and was talking about, I forget it, something about the judicial system, blah, 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 and the way things are run. And they're like, and them white men, them old white men, I worked with them white and more white men. And I'm like, couldn't even finish reading it. I was like, what is the deal? Please do not come in here and start with this crap. There ain't nobody better than nobody else. I don't go for that shit. And whether you black, white, green, or yellow. And I just told them, I said, don't do that no more. Period. I'm not going to put up with it.
Oh, some people love to try to go there.
German Shepherd Mom says she never could get into The Walking Dead.
I'm wondering if, hey, the California boys, that trial's coming soon.
What California boys?
Orrin and Orson, or Cincinnati Classic.
Really? When?
It's September or October. It was supposed to have been July, but they moved it back.
Kuma says that Charlie needs to go listen to Barry White with a Megan poster.
Yeah. He's probably already on it. Ain't you, Chuck?
Charlie says you need to go get a part in The Walking Dead.
Well, how he means that.
I don't know. No, probably a good way. Because I'm telling you, it's a really good show, John. You really need to watch it. It's really good.
I can't. I don't have time. I'm House of Dragon. I put all my efforts into that. That's not true crime.
Now, wait a minute. I don't understand this. Seen the picture of Bonnie leaning on Clyde after being unalived. I can't believe that people are able to see that.
I've never seen that.
Huh. You know what I would like to see, and people may call it morbid, and I'm sorry if it's morbid, but I would like to see for myself. There's someone out here who took the pictures, still shots of what AWP took of the Kylie's car, right? And she cleaned up the pictures so much so that you can tell what color clothes Kylie has on.
You want to see that?
I want to, yeah, because I want to see the clothes that she has on. I want to see, because they were talking about, the shapes of her hand, what shape her hands were in, they were in good shape, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I would like to see. When
I heard that pissed me off that people were showing that.
They're not, because I can't find it nowhere.
Oh, somebody did. Trust me. I got it sent to my email. And
I'm
I
not
think
trying
that
to be
so bad I couldn't imagine she be my daughter and I see that on YouTube. You know, I
Oh,
think
I
it's
wasn't
too much.
meaning put it out there. I wasn't meaning, but I just want to see it for myself. They said they have the car on display. Who has the car on display? Now
What?
that's sick. Justice for Kids. Who has the car on display?
Wow.
Well, y'all can call me morbid if you want to. I'm just saying I want to see stuff for myself and not just believe what everybody else is saying.
Oh, they're talking about the Bonnie and Clyde car. Yeah, I've seen that. I
Oh,
haven't seen the picture though after they were killed, because they were
I thought they
both
were talking.
killed, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought they were talking about Kylie's car. Justice for All did not. He is not the one that did that.
You sure about that?
Yes, because it was a woman is the one that was sending it to the people. She came on every show that she sent it to,
Okay.
and she discussed it. She said people tried, but they did not get it right. And she literally went through the mud and the blurriness. They may have unblurred it, but she cleared the picture up like it's a photograph, supposedly.
Nobody should put that out. I get what you're saying, but it shouldn't be on YouTube for people to see.
Right. April, I thought you said you had problems with him.
I'll look it up. Nana, you about ready to wrap it up? I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
I
off.
sure am, sweetheart. It's 1:52 now. So thank you, John, for coming and jumping on with me.
And thanks for having me. It was a good conversation, I think.
I think so too. We sort of covered it all, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Including the queen and king. One day you're going to have to call me and we're going to have to discuss that, because that goes way deeper than just that. That goes into a lot of like the her being a high priestess for devil worshiping and all that stuff.
You know, I live with Brandy, right?
So,
Where do you think I've heard it all from?
oh well, tell Brandy to get a hold of me.
She talks a lot about that. Well, you know.
Yeah, I know. Tell her to get a hold of me. I would love to discuss it.
All right.
Guys, thanks for showing up. And we will see you in a video tomorrow, guys. John, anytime. Holler at me anytime, okay?
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Right. Bye, hun. Bye, guys. Don't forget to say prayers. Pray for all the kids and pray for each other.